He was the quiet kid, not by choice, but because life taught him to stay silent. In the classroom, he sat in the back. At lunch, he ate alone. On the playground, he was either invisible or the target. They laughed at how he walked, mocked the way he spoke. Even the things he loved were turned into weapons against him. He stopped looking in mirrors, stopped raising his hand in class, stopped believing he was worth anything at all. Every insult, every joke, every push in the hallway, it chipped away at his confidence, his identity, his hope. And then one day, something inside him snapped, but not in anger, in realization. He thought, what if they're wrong? What if who I am isn't broken, just buried? That was the beginning. He didn't start with a speech. He didn't fight back. He didn't try to impress the bullies. Instead, he chose something harder. He chose himself. He began reading books that made him think differently, watched videos that reminded him of his worth. He started walking straighter, not because he was confident yet, but because he wanted to become someone who could be. He exercised, not to get revenge, but to feel strong in his own skin. He looked in the mirror and at first whispered, "You deserve to be here." Some days were tough. Some days the old voices got loud again, but slowly his voice got louder. He discovered passions. He started expressing himself, not for attention, but for authenticity. He began surrounding himself with people who saw his light, not those who tried to dim it. And then one day, he stood in front of a crowd, no longer the boy who was laughed at, but the young man people listened to, admired, respected. He didn't need to explain his past, because his presence spoke louder than his pain ever could. He had gone from bullied to bold, not because the world changed, but because he did. True transformation doesn't happen when you try to change who you are to fit in. It happens when you start loving who you've always been. He didn't become bold to silence the bullies. He became bold to remind himself that he was never what they said he was, and neither are you.